Alright, ladies and gentlemen, everyone across the world, welcome back to another day here in the arena. And of course, we have returned with our $2,000 World Series. Today, we are diving into the last week of qualifiers together. That means the big finale is actually right around the corner, only 1 week away. And today, we are gonna kick off week 6 with a fantastic lineup, in my opinion. We have some titans competing here today, and all that is going to be commentated by Bulk tonight. We have some very, very interesting matches as always. SERZY versus FAISAL, match number 1. MERKURICH versus TERMINATOR, right after ROETHOR. Back at it versus AHILESS, Tragic versus Various, and my personal highlight, and once again, I hope that I'm allowed to say this as a non-biased tournament organizer, Buster versus SOSED. And Bulk, the matches are so exciting in my opinion. You know what, we gotta take a look at our updated leaderboard for that. SOSED is still unbeaten here in our current season. That means even after 5 weeks, he hasn't lost a single set. And maybe Buster, the Carney Slayer, is gonna change that tonight, but it's definitely not gonna be easy. Decided sitting at the top of the leaderboard, SOSED right after that, Evil Carnage with a phenomenal run as well, but you guys can see it. Top 32 looking super stacked. We are gonna have a big ass party here tonight as always. Much love to everyone out there at home. Thank you guys so much for another wonderful season so far. And hopefully you guys have as much fun as we have here. On the commentary side, KENSHI versus GERAS is apparently what we get here in match number 1. Bulk, I'm hyped for this.
It's going to be super hype. Super hype. Yes, it's the last week. This is points maximization week. Can FAISAL take it over SERZY? Let's find out. GERAS KENSHI is the pick.
Gonna be a great match to watch in my opinion, because SERZY is one of our newcomers here in our new season. And this GERAS is actually ridiculous, Bulk. But so is FAISAL's KENSHI. You see it, KENSHI Darius is his main combination. And that's quite unique to watch, but SERZY, this boy is going in.
Just straight in there. We're not used to seeing GERAS just go full pedal to the metal.
This man went straight in raw, Bulk, and I respect that.
And look at the positioning he's got for it. That's 55% off right there. Into pressure in the corner. Who is slashing out? And then the old man comes in.
Fun fact for you, SERZY, the first time he played here on stream, he was so freaking nervous. Like, he was shaking all over the place. And he actually made a YouTube comment saying, you know what, playing here on stream is actually super different than Combat League and whatsoever. But right now, he seems fully adapted, Bulk. And right now, he's taking FAISAL for a ride.
And the overhead, whether it was chip or not, just gets the first bubble on the board for SERZY. Nerves be damned.
All these daggers, good defense. The low connecting, but no commitment from FAISAL. 2 big opportunities right there.
The movement is keeping SERZY in this corner and giving them all the pressure they need, but we just didn't block that one. And now the setup happens for FAISAL. Sento pressure as always, but we're out.
A good command trap, of course, a solid option versus that Sento piece, but right now FAISAL back in the driver's seat. Looking for the whip punish, can't get it. That uplock was straight up disgusting.
Right, and then the closing stages, of course, one in front, one behind. How can you cope?
Beautiful counterplay from FAISAL, and but it looks like we're getting a very close match. Both of these guys evenly matched in my opinion, and I can't wait to see who's gonna take the lead, who's gonna snatch that first momentum.
Very briefly, that was a 3-on-1 moment, and SERZY blocked it all out.
Another unfortunate drop from FAISAL, but we continue that pressure. Overhead is good. Buster, SERZY not able to cover his dome in time. I'm so used to Buster whenever there's GERAS on screen. My apologies here.
Okay, well, we do get the hard punch to the back of the cranium there on the whiff punish. We're cashing out with the fatal blow. This is going to be about 42%. Somewhere around there.
Like, you know, we're always wrong when it comes down to fatal blow calculation.
47. Right, Shijinko being a bit of a meat shield, but we just didn't block that. Are we going to be able to survive this? We block it out.
Crucial mistake from FAISAL, but he just got breaker back. Wait a minute, what is happening? Looking for that overhead, but that was some crazy good defense from FAISAL, especially in the last seconds. And that means we are taking the lead. 1-0 up, but I have the feeling that this is definitely not going to be a sweep tonight. What a match so far.
That's hugely close. I wonder if SERZY could just resettle themselves and take it to FAISAL.
The chat is saying, what the hell was that? Guys, that's the power of our World Series. And for everyone who may be just tuning in, guys, here is a look at our updated leaderboard going into the last week of qualifiers. They started still ranked number 1, SOSED right after, one of the only players who is still undefeated here in the season, alongside ROETHOR, by the way. ROETHOR hasn't lost a single set as well, but of course ROETHOR didn't play as many sets as SOSED, for example. So let's see how this one is gonna go. Fun fact, Kaizen still in top 64 as well.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but so's Platinum Hunt. Top 10, by the way, top 10.
Platinum with another very, very strong run.
Proving the doubters possibly false. Oh my goodness, the overhead bless. We're denting that dome. Oh my goodness, speaking of dome denting, we've got double Sento. This is
GERAS Shujinko. That is a juicy combination. We've seen that from Buster as well. But right now, SERZY going in. He's trying to tie this up. Rumba saying, what the hell did I just witness?
There's a possibility that we could have 5 characters on screen at once in this particular match.
Interesting side switch combo here from FAISAL. I'm not sure if that was what was intentional, but it definitely looked fancy by.
He's not bad in the scramble, is old FAISAL. Oh, but we just got... What a whiff punish. Pure footsies there from SERZY is going to close out the first round.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, tried to get the anti-air. No bueno, and now FAISAL gets their offense. There's 3 characters on screen, plus GERAS.
SERZY sitting there like a turtle, but FAISAL able to open him up. But this is back and forth. Another Sento on screen.
There's 2 Sentos on screen. The cousins are coming in for the barbecue. You can't keep them away. Okay, I take it back. There can be 6 characters on screen with this particular matchup, if you count Dusty GERAS and regular Fleshy GERAS.
Another very unfortunate drop from SERZY right there. Had the win, in my opinion, but not able to get it. And he has to pay the price for that over and over again. Don't forget, guys, unsafe on block. And FAISAL right now covering his dome in time every single time.
Oh boy. Just straight out of there. Get down, Mr. President. I've got you, says Sento. And just getting clipped in the neutral here. But now we do get a chance. Let's get some other double team action on the screen. Didn't block that. Wasn't anywhere close to blocking it. And now we've got an alternate Sento. Alternate timeline Sento. Didn't block that overhead.
This looks like such a fun team to play, but very, very hard to coordinate, in my opinion. Like Shujinko, GERAS, and then stealing that Sento setup.
And now Darius as well. Everybody wants a piece of it. It's just Mario Party right now. Right, long range shanking.
FAISAL in the lead, 1 touch away from victory. Oh, and then I'm not sure if I agree with that, Buck.
That was a call, and it's gonna end in tragedy for FAISAL, as SERZY is clearly going to equalize the scoreboard. Red stick on the board apiece. It's 1-1.
He literally put his life on the line with this one. Tried to make a hard read, but didn't pay off this time. SERZY is saying thank you very much, and that means everything tied up. We're going into match number 3, and I can't wait to see who is going to take the lead. But for everyone who maybe just made it here, guys, here's our lineup. And as always, especially since it's the last week of qualifiers, it is super stacked tonight. Right now, SERZY versus FAISAL. After this, we have MERKURICH versus Terminator, ROETHOR, AHILESS, Tragic versus Various in an NA exclusive matchup. And last but not least, Buster versus SOSED. Guys, do you think that Buster can end SOSED's winning streak?
We're just throwing everything at one of EU's very finest, aren't we? We're throwing transatlantic ping. We're throwing massively talented players their way. Anything to get them off that 100% record.
AHILESS is saying, I just hope that ROETHOR is asleep right now and that he's not going to make it.
We may not have let him out of the basement, Rip. The arena's secret weapon. Anyway, speaking of basement, this is Kanamani's basement. All the winnings from the arena in the background you can see. Right, delayed wake up does get themselves out of the blender, and now we're being very rewarded as SERZY is on the counter strike. Bit of counter strike, and now he's going. If I get down, gonna make you a fan of the funk. Try to stagger things out with the belly bump.
What a call out from FAISAL. He actually expected that stagger.
Right, overhead. Doesn't look like an overhead, but it's an overhead. And then we just get caught from behind. We've got ectoplasm all over us.
Don't be a coward. Round 2. Fight.
Okay, one saving grace for SERZY is that they do have FAISAL in the corner now.
Alphabet in the chat. Nice to see you. Man, the entire family is here with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And after this, MERKURICH versus Terminator. You definitely don't want to miss that. Overhead is good. Here comes SERZY.
It's a big risk, and I don't mind it from SERZY, but they are taking big risks on raw dog overheads in the nooch. Having been punished at least twice so far. Oh my goodness. More raw dog overhead action. No, your alternate timeline Sento is just not working out for you. May not matter as we get the bubble on the board.
Very strong round from SERZY, but right now the momentum switch is crazy bike. It's back and forth all day long, and I have the feeling that this even might turn into Game 5.
It may well do, but SERZY has found themselves in the corner just like FAISAL did in the previous round, and we saw how that worked out for them. Okay, big connection here. That's a not inconsiderable 38.5% right there. Right, clocking in. And now the quarter switch.
Trying to go
3
for the whip
bars
punish.
If I get down. Oh, get gribbed. Weren't expecting that. And in with the body splash, but no connection afterwards. It was 2+. First world problems.
All these staggers here from FAISAL trying to open him up. Great backdash attempt. Chujinko catching the hit here.
She strays like Rip's shampoo. My goodness.
Oh, nice to see you, brother.
Beautiful whiff punish there from SERZY. And the overhead. Jinko's about to be charged up, and it doesn't matter as SERZY is going to close it out for game 3. It's 2-1.
Match point unlocked for GERAS main here. Fun fact for everyone on the YouTube side, since you can't read the Twitch live chat, SOSED apparently might go for the mirror match versus Buster tonight. But that means 2 of the best GERAS, from the specific region, might clash against each other there. And that's gonna be super hype to watch. Vape Coach, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Hope everything went smooth on your end. And once again, guys, here's the lineup. Right now, SERZY versus FAISAL, MERKURICH, Terminator, ROETHOR, AHILESS, Tragic versus Various, and of course, last but not least, the ultimate showdown today, Buster versus SOSED in a potential GERAS mirror match.
It's all happening, isn't it?
Minute every moment for eternity.
Spicy saying, Rips, I just found about your channel, can't stay long.
That.
You don't have to follow, guys, just follow Vape Coach instead.
I just read that. Spicy also one of the veterans in the arena. I've just found your channel, can't stay long.
Oh, but putting it away in front of his face, not a smart idea from FAISAL.
No! Sheathing up in front of the man with the resources, not the best plan. Right, getting bonked on main, blocking the overhead.
Man, we've seen so much central pressure here already. DDG, nice to see you in the chat. Looking for the raw Thanos. Once again, by FAISAL, not able to fully convert.
And then we just choose to block it with our face. SERZY taking more risks now that they have got 2 match points potentially to play with. All right, loading up.
Clean opening.
Cousins to the back. It would be really nice, just visually, if they change the color of the Sento that you steal. Make it red or something. Right, he's out. So people need him. Good spend of the 1 bar breaker. All that damage you didn't happen. Oh boy, but then we overcommit hard right there with the Good Morning World.
Plus frames. So it's a good defense. Nice block on that overhead as well. And now he needs to make it count back. Fatal blow locked and loaded. Cento going for the interrupt. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, we start today's qualifier event with a game 5. And that means you guys gotta make some noise in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. And Kiwi, thank you so much for the first subscription of the day. Much love to everyone. And hopefully we can make your day or your evening a little bit better with some high-octane MK1 gameplay. Chat, make some noise. Bulk, are you having a good time here?
But I'm loving it. I can't believe it. We've been on air for half an hour. We've only had 1 sub. Chat, what you doing?
Let's see, guys. Is it gonna be a last-minute character switch from either player?
KENSHI, GERAS.
Let's find out together in real time. Every day's a school day as we get the best graphic to ever have graphic. Final match here. SERZY, GERAS sticking with it. FAISAL on the KENSHI sticking with it as well.
Man, I'm so excited. In my opinion, both players deserve the win. Both of them are playing out of their minds. But of course, Bulk, there can only be one, so let's see who it actually is.
It has been a tale of 4 matches of adaptation and Counter-Strike. My goodness, the hitbox on that is disgusting. He didn't even look at him. Pun intended for KENSHI players. No, just whiffing in the nooch now. FAISAL has the measure of SERZY.
There's the breaker. Cucumber, I see you. Thank you so much for that.
Tried to get the whiff punish. There is a lot of recovery on KENSHI's normals. That's the trade-off he makes for having such long reach. What an interrupt. What an overhead. And now Cento is off the table. What a whiff punish! He's got a bar and a half. And a fully stocked up dude in the back.
That is beautiful stuff here. Vinejaw saying, are you planning to hold a last chance qualifier? No, Vinejaw, I'm not gonna do one.
Right, punishing the Thanos. Keep your fingers to yourself. Right, what's it going to be? It's going to be the overhead. And we recharge as well, trying to button out. SERZY has all to do.
Here comes the blender Bulk, and SERZY with some juicy damage. Sneaky little reset.
Yep, and great confirm as well. Doubling the damage here. And we're going to be able to set up again. We don't have a bar to clock in. But we do have a Shujinko ready if they're going to get the chance. What a drop, though. What a whiff punish. And that is going to take us to a final round question mark. Yes, it is.
We're actually going the full distance here in match number 1. What an insane showdown. Bulk, a great appetizer here for the community. SERZY is sweating and FAISAL not having a good time in that corner.
Yeah, it's not a good look for FAISAL, who does get their way out. But with another drop, just too low. Too many hits in the combo, perhaps. And now we're out of... I was going to say we're out of Shujinko, excuse me, Cento meter, but no, he's recharged. But that timer is dwindling.
Timer running down without mercy. Little trade here, and there's... Oh, that is huge. That is a big opportunity for SERZY.
He doesn't have fatal blow, though, and he hasn't got a bar. I don't know if he can kill him with this. He can't.
And Bulk, that is ridiculous! SERZY putting his life on the line with that command grab right there, but it actually paid off, and that means 3-2W over FAISAL. What a performance.
That was sick. That was sick. And thank you, low-tier loyalists, for the raid. Hope your stream went well.
That was straight up insane, guys. I gotta take a look at that replay once more. But of course, don't get it twisted, everyone. We're just getting started, and we have more MK1 action coming your way with a very sweaty set. Guys, coming up next, and I am genuinely waiting for this, MERKURICH versus Terminator. Both of these guys super strong. At this point, MERKURICH doesn't need an introduction at all. One of the best smokes, one of the craziest Ermacs. Just a crazy player when it comes down to cancel characters. Pretty sure that's what we're going to see here tonight. But Terminator, on the other hand, no slouch as well. Bulk, I think we might get another Game 5 here. So guys, now it is time. Both players are in the lobby, and I'm so hyped for this. MERKURICH versus Terminator. Both of these guys comfortably in top 64, and most likely both of these guys already qualified for the big finale next week. But wait a minute, Bulk, we are bringing the big guns. These guys apparently take this very, very serious here, both of them, on the main character immediately, and it's been a while since we've seen that smoke from MERKURICH.
No, yeah, exactly. All right, well, when there's smoke, there's fire, or missed inputs, if the round start is anything to go by. Second Amendment assist, couldn't pick it up, though. What a point to interrupt. But what a point to armor out. Doing the big T-pose.
Various in the chat saying this has to be a Conan favorite matchup. Potentially you're right, yeah. I think Conan does does a solid job here versus Smoke. But of course, MERKURICH, this dude is crazy.
Right, well, one thing that you can do to help you in a matchup is put out some damage, and there's 35.5% right there. On a low health Smoke, going into a very chonky Conan. If it was a regular health character, Conan would already have expired. But look at the extra effort that MERKURICH has to put in.
Oh, but this is a strong start. Right now, MERKURICH with a lot of momentum behind his back. Overhead, gets interrupted. Even Striker catching some strays in the back.
That button just had a hitbox everywhere. By getting the poke, but couldn't press any advantage off it. Terminator being very patient, getting their turn, getting the throw, and has the corner as a result. Empty jump throw, we duck it, and look at the payout that MERKURICH is going to get for it. Get down, get out of the air, the sword Hadouken is good. Right, he's gone for milk. Can he make something of it? Yes, he can. Get the low love tap into the furry collars of the boots there, with the grenades backing it up. But now Terminator is on the charge.
Low's good.
Gone for milk
this
again.
might be it. No breaker in sight. And here comes MERKURICH.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Chonking through the last of that huge health bar. MERKURICH sealing the deal. First dub on the board. Terminator with it all to do.
Bulk, let's take a look at our updated ranking, because I'm pretty sure that at least MERKURICH is sitting in top 32 right now. But of course, we're gonna find that out in real time. Let me put my glasses on, and hopefully we can find him in time, Bulk. There it is. Left side, I see Terminator, rank number 13. And MERKURICH there on the right, rank number 28. That means Terminator ranked higher than MERKURICH.
Yeah, 160 points for MERKURICH. May not be super safe with a week to go. You've got a maximum of 60 points you can gain this week.
And I think that's the reason why he's on smoke right now. Like MERKURICH, he wants to farm some points, but of course, way easier said than done, because the overall level of gameplay, it is quite stacked in here.
Don't forget, there are over 250 people playing this season. And there's that graphic showed us the top 30. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Oh, but
Second Amendment combo.
Yep, that is a big-ass whopper right there.
45% on a regular character, but look at the health bar. It's barely been tickled. And now a taste of your own medicine. This is real damage. that was more red than my bank account. Terminator puts ass to cheeks right there. Excuse me, boots to cheeks, that's what I want. But we got clipped. No, we can't get the continuation. Empty jump T low is going to work for Merc.
Nice call out.
Hadouken.
Another insane combo from Terminator. Wake up buttons, I like that Terminator was actually ready for that.
Can he kill from this? He's got 3 bars, and we just had a Second Amendment assist.
Yeah, but MERKURICH is going for full optimization here in the corner. And I think that is actually enough. 48% just like that.
48.5%, but only just killed. It has to be said that we have to remind ourselves 1200 health Conan. You got to get through an extra 20% of chonk.
Nice whiff punish. Good spacing from Terminator right there.
The triple jump, quadruple jump combo.
Bug 46, not too shabby.
And it means a lot more because we've got 5% less health on Smoke's side. It sounds a little bit like a broken record, but the health disparity between these two characters and what the players are choosing to use is humongous.
MERKURICH spending it immediately before that breaker comes back for Terminator. I respect it, but even after all that damage, Bulk, you mentioned it, 1200 HP on Conan. Gonna be a rough way here for MERKURICH.
Yeah, a sneeze or a breeze is going to do it for Terminator. He just has to find it. But that's we overextended but didn't get punished for it.
Wait, MERKURICH, he's trying something. Good block, beautiful blocks. How is MERKURICH still breathing? He unblocked!
The unblock in the clutch.
I can't.
He has...
This is unbelievable. MERKURICH with one of the most ridiculous comebacks I've ever seen. T-Max!
Deserved. Stewed, brewed, and steeped.
MERKURICH popping off, and I know that Terminator is not having a good time right now.
That was Terminator's game to win, and he went and lost it. MERKURICH took it when the opportunity was there. There was an insane backdash while he was gone out for milk.
You know what impresses me so much here? When we take a look at the last 30 seconds of the match, MERKURICH never went for the counter poke immediately. You see Terminator, he actually mashed from time to time. Down poke into buttons, but MERKURICH, he was so patient. He literally waited for that moment right there for such a long time, and then it paid off. What a comeback, what a freaking player that is.
The invisible backdash was the play of the set right there.
No, that was super impressive.
Round one, fight.
Like, he really did go out for milk. He was out of there. But speaking of gone out, incognito mode, we see through it though. We've spotted those tabs before we could close them down. Right, he's out.
And guys, don't go anywhere. Check the bottom left of your screen. After this, ROETHOR returns versus AHILESS today.
Right, again, incognito mode. He put the Zack Snyder, the call out. Huge punish for trying that. God, that button is great.
Yeah, but look at MERKURICH's patience. That's what I'm talking about, Bug. Oh, expected the stagger. That was a beautiful mix-up from Terminator. I think we saw the same stagger like 5 times in that round. And then we continue the string. MERKURICH not ready for it.
Fight.
Oh, punish that! Yes! Donkey punch action from behind. Catching the whiff punish on the forward advancing normals. And then we're harassing everywhere. Get the knock. What are we going to do with it? Again, going to go invisible. But we get grip. That throw was entirely on MERKURICH's tendencies to hold block while invisible. They have it all. They could win it here. They can seal it out.
But
yes,
the pressure,
it's going to take us to a final round.
It is never ending. MERKURICH firing on all cylinders. And Terminator, he is fishing for answers.
I respect Terminator not going for the breaker, actually, in that situation. Many people would have done. And there we go. We get the reward. We get to break early in round 3.
What the? MERKURICH, relax a little bit. Did he just microduck right under that?
He did. He did. It was a little bit sick, has entered my mouth. Oh, we didn't block the long locks.
Meridian in the chat saying, how many matches do we have left? After this, we have 3 more.
Oh, get down. Oh, get shots. No! Shots catching the strays.
Bug. Optimization time. MERKURICH squeezing out all the damage. 49, no commitment. And now all eyes on Terminator. How is he supposed to bring this back?
He's going to need something. He's going to need it now.
Bulk?
And it's
No.
too late.
That is a straight up statement from MERKURICH. The way he adapted to that game plan from Terminator, so freaking impressive, and a deserved W in my opinion. MERKURICH, even though you were a little bit late, I gotta say you definitely made up for it with some crazy good gameplay. What a performance. GG's to both. Thank you guys so much for playing.
And Terminator is an absolute quality player. He's an arena veteran, but MERKURICH then made him look like he was newer to the game.
I mean, by both of these guys sitting in top 32 for a reason. But guys, we have another blockbuster for the community, and I know that a lot of people, especially on the YouTube side, are going to be quite happy with this one. ROETHOR is back, of course. Our young ROETHOR wants to make it to the big finale next week as well, and today we have ROETHOR versus AHILESS. Here in match number 3, I'm excited, but of course, the action is not going to stop there. Tragic versus Various, and Buster versus SOSED right after. So guys, grab some drinks, grab a few snacks. We're going to take you for a ride today. And Terminator, please do me a favor and leave the lobby. Even though we would love to see more of that Terminator, of course, of that Conan.
Terminator trying to get their second set of the weekend straight away.
But his opponent would have been ROETHOR, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't want that.
He's like, I need these points, man. I need the points. Give me those 20 points. I'll do all 3 of my sets on Monday.
Minute, guys. That is interesting. AHILESS bring in Liu Kang from the get-go. That is a character we usually don't see immediately from AHILESS, but versus a player like ROETHOR, he knows he gotta bring his A-game.
Yeah, he has to do something. When you're going up against the arena's secret weapon, ROETHOR, most hairy arena member of all time.
The people always tell me about that ROETHOR is one of the players who is like super uncomfortable to play against, just due to the fact that first of all he plays QUAN, and second of all he plays QUAN in such a unique and setup heavy way that it's super hard to adapt to that if you're not used to playing against him. And the problem is ROETHOR only plays in tournaments, like you're not gonna find him in Combat League, so how are you supposed to adapt to that?
Yeah, exactly, and it's literally like taking on a boss battle, because you have to understand what the strategy is to try and get around it, and he's not going to give you those clues. At the moment, AHILESS has sacrificed
smart answer from
all
ROETHOR.
of their health bar.
Realizing even though AHILESS had the frame advantage there, he can literally armor through that meaty attempt, and there was some great decision making from ROETHOR.
Yeah, this is some kind of Shin Akuma sort of gameplay right now, but he's found a way in, courtesy of the low hat. But now we're in jail. And back to the zoning. The powered up skulls. The purple portal giving extra potency to the projectiles.
About another interesting fact, I think ROETHOR is the only player who was able to kick Kanimani into the lower bracket during a season finale here in the arena.
Yeah, with it, we have
I think
high hopes
besides
for the young
that,
man.
Kani always made a clean winners only run.
As you can tell by the background, this is Kanimani's back room. They are the winnings from the arena. Alright, we do get something. I don't know if we can close it out, though. In fact, far from it, we can't, because it was obviously from a throw. Wake up, FAISAL. Oh my god.
Disgusting things from ROETHOR. And that's gonna do it 1-0 up, but I really liked what I saw here from AHILESS. I hope that he's gonna stick with Lou for match number 2 as well. And the community is actually correcting me, saying no, FAISAL actually sent Kani to the lower bracket as well.
Ooh. Okay, disgusting finish there from ROETHOR, but we expect nothing less. As we see the ex-wife in the background.
And that is right. But ROETHOR, a literal titan, of course, and right now AHILESS needs to find that answer. But Bulk, I'm not sure if there is one. Once ROETHOR gets rolling, it is so freaking hard to stop him.
He's the arena's juggernaut. You give him momentum, he cannot be stopped.
ROETHOR, one of the players who, in my opinion, really deserve to win an entire championship here.
Yeah, no, we're waiting for the day, counting the seconds until it happens, and I'm pretty convinced it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
I should have done more to keep you from evil.
I, for one, am glad you didn't.
All right, game 2. Can AHILESS make the uphill adaptation with the Shaolin hipster?
Kanimani is ROETHOR's kryptonite. I think Kanimani is everyone's kryptonite.
Oh, the Peloton had enough armor to get through right there. But look at the amount of health that Achilles is sacrificing just to get in. Just to get into forward 4 range and leverage those honest mids.
Well, that is what a round from ROETHOR, a literal speedrun. And fun fact for everyone on the YouTube side, guys, on the weekend, most likely on the Saturday quite late, we're hosting a special world premiere first to 10 between Averk and Kanimani in MK11. A matchup which no one has ever seen before, and I'm super hyped for that.
That's insane. Good stuff there, Rip.
Good interrupt. AHILESS, let's go.
But no sooner had we got in than we managed to get ourselves thrown into the corner. And again, getting thrown. The Tuggles coming in with the assist right there. Right, the You Can Have No Fun portal is out. Oh no, that's going to be a huge punish. There's no breaker in sight. And I think it's going to be it for the game.
Well,
no, we get a knockdown.
I don't know what ROETHOR actually summoned there, but it worked out. 2-0 lead versus AHILESS, and that looks like a sweet point.
That was harvesting their aura, the aura they've been farming. ROETHOR styling on us.
Very, very impressive here. But let's see if we might get a character switch from the boy AHILESS.
I think that was the charged up overhead, wasn't it? Was it a charge up overhead? Like it's the move that no one used.
Cookie Monster in the chat
like
saying, Rips, when did you say the first to 10 was? I'm not sure yet. It depends on Averk's schedule. He told me we are going to run it Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to let you guys know as soon as possible, but it's going to be quite late. Most likely like 4 hours after our regular start time here on Twitch. Most likely going to be 10 or 11 p.m. for us here in Europe. Curious saying, when is the top 64? Monday.
Oh, the social distancing portal, as Blackout in the chat does confirm it. It was just a move that no one uses. It's the charged overhead. I seem to remember it from the combat cast. Oh, and there's a teleport out. We have obviously switched to Ermac, trying to look for a change of fortunes. The rock down knee slide into the grib. Janet is out. If there's one way to cleave through your opponent, it's using a Janet combo with Ermac.
Okay, AHILESS, wait a minute.
Right, that's a clean 50.
Now that is insane what AHILESS is doing, but here comes ROETHOR.
Right, again locked up.
Trying to link him in neutral, not getting away with it. Beautiful. And honestly, AHILESS looking like a complete different beast. ROETHOR, he didn't have break. AHILESS didn't spend it.
I'm just wondering what... Yeah, exactly. And then we're gonna get chipped out, and there's the skull.
AHILESS, in my opinion, he had it 2 times.
Fight.
Do you think that Achilles just looked at the wrong meter?
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he thought that ROETHOR has access to breaker.
Well, there you go, chat. Well, there's a lot of younger children in the chat. You have to, when you get the hit, make sure you commit. Don't be a dating app enthusiast like Rip. Look what happened to him. Right, interesting animated backdash. Choosing to just walk backwards now, just because it looks visually more pleasing.
Oh no, ROETHOR's trolling, bug. ROETHOR's trolling.
That's gonna be the worst feeling in the world. He has no protection with the purple portal either, just Achilles having to second guess his offense.
Oh no.
Oh, Tuggles licking him up in Nooch. Now the You Have No Fun portal is up. We even tech the...
No, he didn't do that!
This man can't keep farming aura like
ROETHOR,
this.
that is disgusting. No, he can't get away with it.
Alright, I love it.
He literally just dashed up and armored through that jab like it's nothing.
Right, I think this is going to take the round for Achilles. Yes, it is. Achilles, a bubble on the board.
I cannot believe it. 410 in the building with us. Thank you guys so much for being here and for spending time with us.
Right, the knockdown. Oh no, the knockdown put them into the no fun portal. And now we're back to the zoning. Flawless block does reduce the chip.
Man, ROETHOR right now, he's saying, who do you think you are? Well, let me rather rephrase. He's saying, wait a minute, who are you? 3-0 sweep, ROETHOR!
Alright, well, GG's both, and thank you for playing. Yeah, AHILESS did their best. They threw everything at ROETHOR, in the end, to no avail.
Guys, the chat is saying we gotta ban ROETHOR from these events. That walkthrough, you know, with that armor in the back, that was absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, we are talking about the best QUAN in the entire world. ROETHOR is back and he is looking as sharp as always. But Bulk, we gotta keep that show moving because coming up next, we have an NA exclusive for the community. And I'm very, very excited for this. Two titans clashing against each other here in our final week of qualifiers. And this time, it's Tragic versus Various.
Okay, there we go. And that's what happens sometimes. You get the random draw. You get NA versus EU, EU versus Middle East, or whatever it may be. And sometimes you randomly just get paired up with people from the same region. Okay, introductions made. Let's get it on. And immediately getting arrested. My goodness. What did Raiden do? Is Raiden's name on the list?
Back-to-back overheads.
Yeah, repeat offense there. He doesn't mind doing... You could get hard time for that, Various. Repeat offender. Right, Tragic now finally, having had their dome piece dented on a number of occasions, is on the move. He's out. His people needed with the razzle-dazzle. Right, charging up those... Oh my goodness! Oriental Hat providing no protection to launching overhead right there.
Good oh, juicy interrupt here from Various. But right now, Tragic. Boy, oh boy, we are going in, Bulk. I know that Tragic is pissed, Bulk, because he got 3-0 the last time he played here on stream. Do you know who his opponent was? That was a disgusting snipe, by the way.
That was a disgusting snipe.
It was
his opponent... It was ROETHOR. Okay, I was going to say, was it Platinum Hunt?
Who would have thought?
Sure. Oh no! I think I left the oven on block, but Tragic chose not to punish. Given up punishment for Lent. Right, back to the Season 1. Second Amendment assisting. Right, blocking the overhead on reaction though, and then making use of the new utility from the charge. Right,
opener.
Yeah, exactly. Just ate the earthworm shim there for breakfast, lunch, and the dinner. Again, so far, so Season 1 for Various.
Bulk 450 in the building with us. I think everyone is waiting for Buster versus SOSED, and I'm one of them. This is going to be peak cinema.
Okay, interestingly, didn't go for... I feel like we could have squeezed a bit more out of that particular combo. It was all about the setup, and now we're hurling rocks to cancel into... This is going to hurt. Can he kill with Fatal Blow? I think he can.
Oh, he can, of course.
On a throw, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
You're
he did 32...
Thank you so much, my friend, for the second sub of the night here. Man, this community is straight up goated. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for us.
Alright, the scaling was super hard, but that is 37.5% from a throw because of the scaler, the striker assist. There ain't no scaling on that Second Amendment.
A man in the chat is saying, wait, a 40% throw here? We got a nerf smoke. But can we talk about Rumba's run as well, Bulk? Rank number 12. Do you remember, like, I think a year ago, Rumba joined us and the arena was his first competitive event ever. And Rumba, allow me to say it, You were kinda trash at the game in the beginning, but the level up bulk, one of the craziest level ups I've ever seen.
He's one of the, yes, the redemption arc
But
is
he
real.
beat Rinsler 2 days ago.
My goodness. My goodness. Rumba just minding their own business on the floor. Just mooching around. Right, the gun assist is frankly a little bit busted. Don't worry, chat. NRS will fix it in the next patch. God, where's the scaling on this one?
Like, we don't have scaling in MK1.
Round 2. Fight.
Soft water combos from everybody. No scale at all.
I see
Right,
SOSED
what a
in the
whip
chat.
punish.
SOSED, can you tell me, since I see you in the chat right now, please tell me how it's possible that you, like, abandoned the game for nearly 6 or 7 months, started playing MKX all the time, and then returned to the arena and you're stronger than ever? How is that even possible, SOSED? Like, it doesn't make sense on paper.
Oh, what a block on the overhead right there. Tragic with a lot of health in the account, it has to be said. Various choosing not to break this because that's a long hill to climb.
SOSED is saying breaks are good, and I've heard that from a few players already, Bulk. You know, that a 1, 2, 3 months break from MK, and all of a sudden you're stronger than ever. You know, that mental reset.
This is true. This is true. I haven't played Virtua Fighter for 1.5 years, and I came second at a tournament on the weekend. Came nowhere in second, but yes, silver for Virtua Fighter. Oh goodness, the pressure. Right, he's out. His people needed. We've, I think, left the oven on. Another backup and whiff punish there. Right, get off of my man, says Striker. That was the last roll of the dice for Tragic. Can they make the comeback happen now? We're going to cash out this. We're going to allow Striker to charge up in the background while we watch the movie.
Bookworm is saying, it's like an MK1 phenomenon, Rips. I did not play for 4 months and came back and was stronger than ever. Guys, I didn't play the game for 6 months and I'm still absolute ass.
Oh, the Flexoline armor! That's going to make a huge... It seemed to last forever as well, then. But no, he's got out for milk. We got to break it. No, we can't break because the cameo wasn't there.
And that is so much pressure. So much pressure!
I think that was a checkmate situation. I don't think Various could have done anything about that. Didn't have enough health to armor through.
I think he could have potentially called out the last cancel. Wait, did the striker nades hit before the cancel or after? You know what, let's take a look at the replay, Bulk, then we can actually see it. So much pressure here, there's the knockdown.
Yeah, and you can look at how much health he has.
I think he could have challenged the last cancel there. But of course, it is a guessing game at the end of the day.
Yeah, he didn't have enough health to tank anything, and you're absolutely right. There was a very small window of opportunity, and you had to be perfectly correct. In the end, Various was not, and Tragic is 2-0 up.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, I think let me have it on. Patient play not working out for Various. Happy to play some Minecraft.
Literally tried to make a call out right there, but this time, Tragic fully committed to the string.
Oh, another invisible backdash is going to pay out hugely. Right, he's paid his electric bills. Happy to use it. And we're doing full strings here, doing the full Geppetto. Oh, got the hit, but chose not to continue. Maybe trying to avoid the break from Various.
Yo, Fortunao, thank you so much for 11 months. Man, so close to a year. It is unbelievable. You know how many OGs we have here in this community, Bike. Following the channel, subscribing to the channel for so many months, so many years even.
Exactly, and the fact is that this is still and undisputedly the premier place for NRS in the world. Got one block of the overhead right there, but no, we didn't block the other overhead. We're just not used to that in that animation. Striker comes in very quickly with that baton. All right, this has got to be it for Various if they're going to try and keep themselves relevant.
That little micro right there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But we didn't. We chose not to continue the combo. I think we could have killed. We had 3 bars and a striker assist. We went for the reset instead. Right, this, you would imagine that if they're going to try and close it out, Various has to try and close it out now. If they're going to take us to more games. Currently trying to backdash back into MK11, and now he's in. It's all Tragic, and that's going to be it for the round.
Tragic the freaking clutch master.
Yeah, 3 set points now. He's out. All right, a little bit of pressure, small pressure in the corner, and we answer back. Yeah, it had to break. That was going to be humongous damage.
Trying to zone him out. Poke special this time. Actually working in Various favor.
Look at that. Meterless launcher for 28%. Right, go back to the overheads, putting our hand back in the well. Oh, the neutral jump!
That is going to lead to so freaking damage. Wait, let's take a look at this. Is he going to go for a reset? Look, I think he's going to spend it. Oh boy, oh boy. Various in trouble. There it is! Not
the reset.
Able to cover his dome in time. And there's the Quitality.
There you go. Execution Master there from North America. We're out of there. Don't want to have to see the defeat screen. GG's both. Thank you for playing.
What a performance from both, but today, Tragic. Man, he was playing out of his mind. So many good back-to-back reads. Thank you guys so much for playing it on stream here. But it's time for the blockbuster of the day. And I am so excited for this. My personal highlight, and hopefully I'm allowed to say this as a non-biased tournament organizer. But for the first time ever, we have SOSED versus Buster in match number 5 in an international showdown. And Bulk, this match is so freaking spicy because SOSED is completely unbeaten throughout the entire season. And you guys know, Buster, he defeated Kanimani already in week number 1, and maybe he is gonna be able to end SOSED's winning streak as well. Bulk, what do you think?
I think it's gonna be amazing. This is it. This is our big crowd-pleasing end. SOSED from EU. Buster from North America. Are they going to be leading out of the window of their best friend's ride?
Guys, you see
They're going to require some TLC.
12 sets played, 12 sets won from SOSED, and an astonishing win ratio of 77%. And the community's asking a valid question. They're like, man, is SOSED going for the mirror match? Does SOSED want to say this, send a statement? Is he going to say, you know what, I'm the superior GERAS as well?
Exactly.
And believe it or not, we're actually sitting on a hype train here with the community. Thank you so... Wait, guys, I think it's happening. I think he's doing it. SOSED!
Are we going to get it? Are they going to lock in?
Oh, guys, it's getting hot in here. SOSED going for the mirror versus Buster, who defeated Kanimani with GERAS in week number 1. I'm excited.
Okay, the crowd wanted it. Here we go. We got the bald mirror. SOSED undefeated from
We need
EU.
some hype in the chat, everyone. I want to see some emotes. You guys better go crazy because this is a match you honestly don't see every day.
There you go. Right, Tailcap. The Darude is just in the wrongest of places at the wrongest of times, and look what it's led to for SOSED, who is showing why he's undefeatable thus far. Right, using those frames. Positive vibes only. We only want plus frames. We don't want negative frames. We want positivity. Yeah, speaking of the plus frames.
Oh, these setups are so disgusting.
Buster, GERAS specialist, showing you why they don't mind the mirror.
Oh, no way.
No,
He got open
we
up. There's the
get
conversion. And all of a sudden, Buster bringing this back.
That was a huge mistake there from SOSED. Yeah, that huge mistake.
Come to me.
Like, this is peak cinema, just as I expected.
Right, Buster answering back. Is Buster going to be the one to knock SOSED off their 100% record? This is the final week of qualification, ladies and gentlemen. SOSED is undefeated in 5 weeks of regulation league play.
But right now, Buster is going in, chat. He is on a freaking mission today.
Oh, the overhead bless! But we wake up with the buttons. If SOSED is going to make anything work, he's going to have to make it work now. Spend 2 bars on a clock and a reset. All 3 bars have gone. He's splurging that cash. In this economy? In 2026? Spending 3 bars in 4 seconds? And the fatal blow?
Oh, that is 50 right there. And that is, oh, that was beautiful stuff.
Alright, SOSED spent all of their resources to make that happen, but they do have a clock in hand. They don't have a bar to be able to use it, but they've got a clock. Like, charge up that tail, Mataro, charge it up, and then get gripped, SOSED. Is he jumping? No, he pressed a button. He was trying to interrupt. You can tell from the animation. Had to spend the bar that he just got on that 1 bar break. Right,
Man,
Buster
these guys
trying to...
They are dancing in neutral. So impressive. Nice call out. SOSED being fully aware that this is not real.
He tried to jab. He got punished by the overhead. Bless. Okay, this is looking longs for SOSED, who is stuck in the corner, tried to get the jump in, but the recovery was just too fast there. At least we get a throw. SOSED does have the health lead, but look at the difference in meter. Get clipped by the tail cannon!
And here comes the setup. Is it gonna work out? Buster schmixing him!
He's more than dead. He's deader than dead. And there it is. The Buster is gonna take game 1.
Guys, Buster taking the lead versus SOSED here tonight.
GERAS wins.
Is hubris going to be SOSED's demise? Volunteering for the mirror instead of going with one of their better, more practiced characters? Are they going to lose their 100% record? Do they want to lose their 100% record? Do they want a more favourable matchup when it comes to finals week? Is that the strategy? Is SOSED playing the long con?
The Great Hall. Return
So many
to your
questions that we
timeline
have to
of
answer.
origin
That is right, Mike.
Until I have destroyed this one.
Like, the first person to milk a cow, what did they think they were doing?
Fight.
It's an important question. Right, throwing the Darude from the other side of the screen. It's not looking good for our hero SOSED, as Buster is making SOSED's GERAS look reasonably ordinary. Right, positive vibes for Buster. We get our turn back. Hello world. And the wake up buttons. Right, we've got a fully stocked up clock on both sides. And we get the return of the buttons from SOSED. Answering back.
Round 2. Fight.
Little trades. Man, this is so bad. This is back and forth. This is everyone's game.
What the nooch. Playing real footsies here.
Oh, that is a punish. That is a
Oh my
punish!
God. Yes, let's go, SOSED!
And the Fix, I see you with that Prime sub in the chat. Thank you so much for that.
That was more punishing than finding your name on that list.
I gotta say, the Fix, this is the perfect timing to go ad-free here, because you definitely don't want to miss a single second of this.
Alright, and then in from the top rope, SOSED answering back. Maybe they weren't crazy for going for the mirror.
GERAS wins.
This set is crazy. And like that's, I think that's what everyone expected.
Yeah, you would expect. I mean, on form, and in the lead is young SOSED.
Motaro. Sector.
Chat
Alright,
prediction.
locking in.
Very, very interesting. By the way, Lady of Chaos, thank you so much for providing this one. 82% on SOSED, and Bulk, this surprises me a little bit. Of course, I'm aware how strong SOSED is. But guys, we're talking about Buster, okay?
He ain't no scrub, that Buster. Not leaning out the window of his best friend's ride. He ain't calling out to the girls as they walk by, no. And right now, he's looking like he's trying to give SOSED a dose of TLC.
And
Well
what
done,
the hell is
Dirtbag.
happening? Dirtbag!
Thank you so much for the 10 bomb.
I need
Dirtbag,
some
you
big
legend.
freaking D's in the chat. Wait a minute. Wait, you guys know what I mean.
Get him in, chat. Get him in, chat. Big D's, small D's. We'll take D's of all sizes.
Dirtbag, thank you so much for hyping up the chat here while we have an absolute titan battle.
The amount of D's in the chat. They're clearly fans. Well done. Oh, what a pickup there from Buster.
But I cannot take it anymore. Like, this match is absolute cinema.
He's trying to talk while looking at the flood of D's in the chat.
Dirtbag, thank you so much for this first time message as well. That means Dirtbag actually dropped 10 subs to the community before he ever sent his first message in the chat. I respect that.
That's crazy. Thank you, Dirtbag, and thank you for the comic relief. Okay, long distance overhead call right there. Works out for Buster. Now we've got the corner. It ain't looking good for SOSED. This is the counter adaptation, the counter strike go. Oh my goodness, SOSED is getting blended. And there's another punish on the same thing that got SOSED last game. Is going to secure Buster this one. Spend that final bar, can we?
Yep, Buster taking the lead, 2-1 up. And now, of course, Bulk, now it's getting interesting because SOSED has one more opportunity to switch. Are we gonna get that Shao? That is my question.
That is a question, and I think for SOSED's mental health, he probably needs to. Now, apologies in the chat. Thank you so much, first-time chatter, and thank you for allowing us to type the letter in the chat. It's Dr. Teabag, not Dirtbag.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Doctor, now it makes sense.
Motaro. Sector.
He ain't no teenage Dr. Teabag, ladies and gentlemen.
Respected the contours of this timeline. Still be the left.
But Bulk, you see what's happening, right? General
I do see it.
Shao, baby.
Okay, let's get it.
Round 1.
Fidrix is
The
saying, what's the
SOSED
ping?
says-
6 or 7?
Exactly. It's tiny, tiny numbers. It's 6 or 7 ping. SOSED doesn't want to be a Dr. Teabag baby. He's going to listen to some Iron Maiden baby. Right, keep the axe on the floor. Now here's the thing. Oh, what a response there from Buster. Here's the thing. What if SOSED has left himself too much to do? What if Buster gets the download and defeats SOSED's main character?
Like, if Buster wins this, he might be the EU Buster, because he's taken on all our titans.
Exactly. Proving he's no scrub. Oh, the overhead.
Oh,
Get down.
That was a great call out from SOSED. Are we gonna spend it? He doesn't even need it, Bike.
Doesn't need to. The Tiger Knee, you've already spent a bar to get the launch in the first place, so you get about 30-odd% before you have to spend any more resources. I'm trying to stomp on the Tims, looking for the whiff punish, but that is a high button. You can just duck it and you're fine. Looking to push some sand in the face of SOSED's Shao like a bully on the beach.
And Bike, the community wants to see this. I see that viewer number climbing further and further. 440.
What an intercept there from SOSED.
Oh, and he wants that game 5. SOSED, give it to me.
Oh my goodness, the overhead. It's gonna be it. And we're gonna go to a game 5.
Chat, you know what to do. This right here is history in the making, and a match like this definitely deserves some hype. SOSED versus Buster for the first time ever here in the arena. And guys, you know what to do. We are gonna press that magic button together. In the meantime, I want to see at least 400 emotes in the chat. Guys, make this a monumental moment. And Jesaros! He is saying, you know what? We need a hype train as well. Let's get this party started, everyone.
Thank you. Love from Poland, presumably. Thank you so, so much, Xarus.
Man, the community is losing it, and I'm so curious who's gonna take this.
You had my curiosity, and now you got my attention. As we get the best graphic to ever have graphic. This is it for all the marbles. Is the Buster going to dethrone SOSED's 100% run this season?
And Dr. T-Back! He is saying, you know what, we need 10 more real quick.
Let's go, Dr. Teabag. Let's get some letters in the chat, please, for our donators.
Man, this community, you guys are really one of a kind. Thank you so much. These guys are literally turning this into a special moment here. Oh, and SOSED. SOSED is literally getting powered up by the community here.
Yeah, what a bust out right there with the Tiger Knee. SOSED, as you said, is just powered up. He's hyped up, psyched up, ready for wilding right now. What an up block, though.
But what kind of DLC combo was that, Buster?
That's the next patch, that is. Alright, boom. We've got the big connection. The Buster is... Are they going to be busted in the corner as they wake up with the good morning world?
SOSED. Right now in full control. Buster has a long road ahead of him. This might be it. No breaker in sight. SOSED defending his winning streak. And that means we're still unbeaten in week 6 of qualifiers. What a performance.
What an outstanding landmark performance from SOSED, proving why they are undefeated in the league going into the final week of Reckoning.
And Bulk, I'm pretty sure that this means SOSED is climbing the leaderboard and he's now the highest ranked player, even higher than Desarted is.
That's crazy. That is crazy. And the seeding is really important.
What a freaking day. But guys, unfortunately, this is going to be the end, at least for today's qualifier event. And Bulk and I, we want to say thank you to literally every single one out there at home. Thank you guys for the generosity, for being here, and of course for making these events possible in the first place. We couldn't do it without y'all, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it just as much as we did. But don't get it twisted, Bulk is going to continue over there on his channel with Tekken Arena, so I'm going to send that big raid. But until then, we're out, at least here on the main channel, and I can't wait to be back tomorrow. Much love, guys. Have a great evening, and of course, enjoy your stay over there at Bulk. Bye-bye.